little bit frisky. We're going to see how far we get with this. She gets a little full of herself in the morning just before her walk. And those are the signs. We love our puppy dogs. Okay, we are on Wednesday. And we are not going to go into too much detail because I do talk about Mars and Mercury retrograde in pretty good detail at the beginning of the week. And you can go back to that starting week video, and then I add the links to the daily reads as we move through the week. So you can go look down below and click on those links. That'll take you over there. We use the Earth Magic Oracle deck to help set the tone energy for the week. And this week we have the Milky Way in perspective, the Mountain for strength, and childhood for innocence. And just as a quick recap, perspective, the big picture, smaller picture items, and that we are children of the universe and children of this earth. And so there's kind of a balance there, but there's also just like this awe about it as well. Because that big picture perspective is just the universe seeing through us is it's just a profound way of seeing it. It takes that third eye aspect just to a completely different level. And then the Mountain for strength, you know, we've got two retrogrades in action right now that are challenging, to say the least. And then going into our childhood and just kind of you know, that's that self-reflection and just kind of taking a break from just the chaos of the world, slowing things down, just looking at things innocently. You know, we have a tendency to look at a tree and say, oh, that's just a tree, but do we really pause to like feel its life force, to listen to the leaves rustle, to not even define it as a tree, just be in the presence of its energy. Sometimes we kind of we label things and then we just move on without really giving pause to the awesomeness that it brings to us, and that how fortunate we are to actually witness all of this. So that's all of that. Well, let's go ahead and pull, and we'll get into the theme card for this week as well. Okay, let's get going. Hello, Spirit Energy. Thank you for letting me be an instrument of your insight, support, and guidance. As we open the message you share with us today, Spirit Guides, show me clearly. Dogs moving around this morning. We'll see what they do here. Hopefully I can get this shot in one shot and we don't have to do too many edits on it. I don't like to do edits. I like to do one-shot videos. Keeps the flow going. Going this morning. Alright, our card for today. Theme card. Okay. So our theme card for today is the Ten of Needles. And the Ten of Needles, there's something abrupt and probably not very pleasant that's just going to come to a probably a pretty sudden end. So something, be ready. So there might be something that ends abruptly today that you might find to be disturbing. That card, it's, and we'll kind of see how this reads out today. So something abrupt might end up happening. Needles are swords in this deck, so it's something that's sudden. And there, whatever it is, there's probably a grieving process that's probably going to need to take place here. So let's see what goes with this. And wow, all right. Well, the Ten of Needles have shown up twice. One in shadow and one in light. So there's some good stuff going on. There's definitely some challenges in here. So on a bright note, our challenge of the day is the Magician, and this one is not much of a challenge, really. So there's a natural talent and ambition that we need to focus on today, and that's going to manifest our future for us. So this card represents, dream about it, plan about it, and then take a focused action. This is a really strong card to move things forward. Now, remember we talked about with Mercury and Mars being in retrograde, it's not a good idea to start new projects. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's not movement that's going on through this time. So it could be a situation that is changing, evolving, that maybe you just want a different, maybe you want to bring out or manifest more of the life that you want, or maybe there's, and maybe part of the reason why the Ten of Needles is in play is maybe we have to let something go, and we could just be fed up. And there's some caution with some of this because we know Mars and Mercury, there's a lot of hostility that goes with that energy, both of those being retrograde. There's miscommunication that's going on. There's just a lot of animosity. We talk about the scapegoating, and we've also talked about the like the conspiracy theories and that sort of thing, how easy it is to come up with other excuses other than the truth. And sometimes when we do things in kind of a flowery or illusionary approach, we're just not being true to ourselves or the situation. So maybe there's a clearing that's happening here, because the Magician is definitely about a manifestation. That's bringing things forward, bringing them from a spirit realm into our physical world. So that's not a bad thing. Although that Ten of Needles, that's something there's going to be some challenges emotionally with that. Now the Death card is in shadow. And this it could be a life-changing decision. Something's definite. It's really strong on Wednesday here. The important thing with the Death card, and the Death card's not like somebody's going to die or something like that. It's about change and transition. And in this one being in the energy to use today, we might have a tendency to hesitate against the change. And that resistance to change is only going to make it harder. If you let go of the familiar and accept the transition, things are going to go a lot smoother. So we might not be happy with some aspects of it, but the sooner we make peace with it, the sooner we're able to move on in the transition, which will actually be better. So, and then the, see, this is a repeating card. So, and this is the energy to avoid, and we're in shadow. This painful ending, we really need to work to not put off the inevitable. We need to make a clean break. We need to make peace with what's going on. And we need to move forward. And that repeat as a theme card, and then as our challenge. Wednesday is quite a day. This whole thing is about transition. The whole thing is about transition. And we might not be happy with part of it. We might be a little bit scared about it. But we really need to be in ourselves, understand that we have that strength. Use that third eye. Look at the bigger picture. Probably don't get too focused on the details. The 9 of Needles is in the positive focus position. And yeah, face our fears here. You know, if we're fighting things, we worry about it, we fear it, we dread it. If we face it, we use our strength, face that fear of the transition that's happening on Wednesday. We will move forward into a more positive light. But wow, this is a strong day. This has been a strong week. Hello, retrogrades. So if you have any questions, please do let me know. You can leave comments below, or you can go over to the Etsy page. You can, there's also other readings on the Etsy page. These YouTube channel is a new channel. The Etsy page is also new. I have not started doing any advertisement or other pushes to get the word out there. So I've been trying to work out the bugs and stuff, because being Mercury retrograde, we've been challenged with some technical issues, and just kind of working things out as I bring this out online, making sure that it flows well with the stuff that I have going on offline. There is, let's see, anything else? Please do subscribe below. Etsy page, if you have any specific reads that you would like to do, just let me know there. There's also some other options. And that's it. Thank you, Spirit Guides, for sharing with us your message today. And you guys enjoy your day. Thanks so much.